Welcome to my channel. This is GI Joshi. We're going to review the Sony SRS XB41. There are a couple speakers that are larger and smaller than this one, such as the XB31, the XB21, and then bigger we have the XB60 and XB90, which are bigger speakers. I chose this one. It's kind of the middle of the road. Lighting goes all the way along the sides, has lighting inside the speakers and outside the edge of the speaker too. The speaker does come in 3 different colors, so this is the black version. It also comes in red and also comes in blue. To me, the black kind of fits with everything, kind of blends in with whatever you want to, and I think it's really nice. The Sony emblem is a little bit pushed into the speaker so that hopefully it won't fall out or get caught on anything, which is very nice. The speakers are 2.28 inch speakers, dual, and they are very loud and work very well. The speaker is rated for IP67, which means you can approximately put it in about a meter of water, and in doing that you can leave it there for approximately a half an hour. It also is dust resistant. The overall dimensions of the XB41 is approximately 11.5 inches by 4 1/8 by 4 1/4. I mean, it is a decent sized speaker, but from what it packs, the sound and the battery life, it's a decent size. Starting with the top of the speaker, you have your power button, which is also pairing. When you hold it, you have a Bluetooth LED that you can use to see if it's connected. Then you have the live button, and there are 3 modes. The live you can turn on and off from the speaker. There's also a bass booster mode that you have to turn on from the app. The live button to me is pretty much useless. Bass booster is really the only thing I use, and I turn it on, leave it on. Then you have the NFC logo here too. That's where you can put an Android device and it'll connect quickly. Then you also have your volume plus and minus, and you have your play and pause and skip depending on what device it's connected to. To discuss the live is kind of to represent a concert, but to me it just really sounds echoey. It's supposed to transmit the sound equally through the room or through everywhere, but to me it just makes it sound echoey, and I'm not a big fan of it. Wireless connectivity, I play this a lot in, like during a shower or also in the garage, and in those places I get very good connectivity through Bluetooth. In the garage is kind of the one where I've kind of been able to test the distance. Sony estimates approximately 98 feet. I would say right around the 50-foot mark is where it starts to drop out. So I usually, if I'm playing music in the garage and I'm doing things, outside, I'll just leave my phone next to the speaker, but ultimately 50 feet is pretty good in my opinion. Another thing to go over about the Bluetooth is that if you have multiple devices connected, such as I have my phone and then I might have my iPad or my girlfriend's phone also, if you have your sound on and both devices are connected at the same time, it'll cut out for probably a couple seconds and then it'll recover, but it is kind of an inconvenience, and it'll kind of like keep switching between the 2 devices. So it's almost as if you have one connected, you want it to stay connected or to play at the same time. The way I get around it is by turning my Bluetooth off from my phone if my girlfriend's listening to it. So going around the back of the XB41, you have this flap here who protects the ports and some of these buttons from water getting in, so just keep that in mind. Over time, this port or this flap can get worn, so it is water resistant, but keep that in mind. So when you go through that here, so in the top left corner you have your battery and your light icon. If you click it,
battery fully charged.
So battery is fully charged currently. If you hold that, you can turn your lights off. Then you have your WPC and your add here, those 2 here, and your WPC, that is kind of your wireless party chain, so that allows you to connect multiple speakers. For me, I don't know that I would ever buy more than one of these if I was going to play music somewhere. Down here you have your DC in, that would be your your wall adapter, and that allows you to charge it. It charges probably in about a little over 5 hours. Then you also have your micro USB, which you can charge, so if you forget your wall adapter at home, you're able to still charge it when you're out and about, and it has a light there so that if you're charging either one, it'll let you know. You also have an audio in for an auxiliary cord, so you can connect a device that doesn't have Bluetooth, or if you would prefer to connect it through that. You also, on the end here, you have your USB connection, so if the device is charged and you need to charge your phone, you can plug it in through USB. So to kind of go over the battery life of this device, it holds a great charge. Sony estimates about 24 hours when you're on standard mode with the lights off. I usually leave the lights on because I think it is kind of the character of the speaker. But in all, I probably use it at least a couple times a day for 20 minutes to a half hour. And in saying that, I charge it maybe once a week, probably every week and a half, and it holds a great charge. I've used the micro USB to charge it, but I've also played music during that time, so it doesn't really positively charge it, but it keeps it kind of right at that same level, so it allows you to play the speaker without it dying. Using the DC input, you can charge it and play it at the same time, and it'll charge pretty quickly. To go over the lighting a little bit, you have LEDs behind the speakers, both of them. Then you have a strobe on the external side, or the edge of the speaker, the XB41. Then you have these LED strips that go all the way around. They're pretty cool. You're able to change colors, and it doesn't have to be the same color on each side. That you can't change, but when it transitions between colors, it looks really cool. To change the lighting on these speakers, you have to use an app, and there's two different apps that you can use with the speaker. Both of them have a little bit of differences between the two. There is Fiestable and also Music Center. You kind of use the Music Center to set up all the settings, and it kind of lets you go through all the things in here, such as how long when it's on standby it shuts off, such as what kind of lighting you want to have, meaning is it a bass booster, is it a party scene, do you want a lot of strobe, what kind of things you like. I just kind of picked a random one and stuck with it. Another thing to go over with the Music Center app is you can turn on the party booster, and what that allows you to do is hit certain edges of the speaker, and when you hit those edges it makes a noise. Some DJ or mess around with it at a party, but I haven't really used it other than just to try it out to see what it does. So the other thing with the XB41 is you can use Fiestable to turn the lights on and off, to change the different colors, and kind of treat it as like a DJ by changing the colors, and also making noises through the speaker while music is playing to kind of make it sound pretty cool. With those two apps, I pretty much used Music Center to adjust a couple settings of what I would like, but after that I've kind of just left it alone, and I just use my music streaming app to stream directly to the speaker. So overall, I would highly recommend this speaker. It's very loud, it's durable, has very strong bass, it's not too large, it's still portable, and has a good sound to it. Battery life is great. So this is a really good speaker, and I'm very happy with it. You can subscribe below. If you would like to see any other products, please leave it in the comments, and we'll try to get to those products here shortly. Thanks for joining GI Joshi, and have a great day.